Hello everybody, my name is Anday. Welcome to another video. This is Kratos versus Asura. Now, I know very little about Kratos, and probably even less about Asura, but I knew enough about Kratos to know how to apply some a makeover myself. As you can see, I can't be bald, so unfortunately no bald Anday just yet, but I do have his scar and his what's the lore reason for why he's why he has all that on him? Is it like his past sins or whatever? I need to look more into obviously the lore of God of War, and I feel like this will really help the death battle. So obviously, and I mean, to be honest, like he was easier to draw, but I feel like this is gonna be a good battle. It looks 3D-ish, and I don't know much about Sarah's Wrath, even less than that. I only know of the memes. Well, both that one and Kratos, because it is boy. If you were there, you would know. But also Asura's Wrath. I saw briefly that one. It was a reference, pretty sure, to that one scene in that one game. The Scooby-Doo versus Courage fight. That had the reference with Scooby-Doo slamming his hand down and Courage making him blow up. Which I'm sure is probably different in the game than it was in that death battle, but we'll see. We'll see. And of course, if you like my reaction to watching these and want me to watch more, please let me know in the comments. What do you think of this fight? I feel like I should probably be saying that after the fight and not before I start the video, but that has the analysis and the fight. So it's gonna be a little crazy, I think, especially with it looks like we're gonna have 3D animation, which looks very sick. We love animation, and we love Death Battle. So please, before we get started, please go check them out. Go watch their video. Tell me your thoughts on their video, and then come back and tell me your thoughts on my video. So it's like a back and forth, So we're just here for that. So yeah, this is me. I'm Kratos, and now I'm gonna change it back to my regular form. Boom. All right. Yeah. Once again, go watch the original. Go watch all that, and then come back and watch me watch this. And let me know your thoughts. Okay. So let's begin. Kratos vs. Sarah versus Death Battle. 3, 2, 1, play. Okay, is that good volume? Ooh! Oh, that looks sick. Ooh.
Kratos versus Asura.
The Ghost of Sparta versus the Wrathful Destructor.
Heck yeah.
Sometimes you just want to punch a god in the face. He's
True.
Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And
I
it's
was
our job to
Boomstick.
analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
Ooh, that looks good.
In the beginning, the Primordials
All
waged
visual material
war.
related to characters applied to analysis until found contradictory premise with material. Certain early media, e.g., is for boy. Oh, example of Facebook. Creative statements are only applicable to subordinate system. You got it, bro.
Across existence, a series of cosmic clashes that birthed the universe.
Boom! Now that's what I call a big bang.
From Ceto's death, the oceans would flow. From
Dang.
Uranus' strikes, the stars were spawned, and so forth. Thus, the world itself was born from violence.
Gotcha.
Starting the whole messy cycle, Uranus was overthrown by his Titan son, Kronos.
Kronos.
Who was overthrown by his Olympian son, Zeus, who
Zeus?
battled his own son, Kratos.
Wait,
As
he's
a
his son?
classic bastard child.
Species, part god, part mortal, age 1,000 years. Oh, 1,000 plus years, wow. Height 7'8", he's tall. 233 centimeters. Alias is Ghost of Sparta. God of War, marked warrior. Likes Atreus, Olives, Murmur, his family. Dislikes Selfish God, Sliding Puzzles, Sackboy. Doesn't want to talk about it. Oh, is that a
Zeus,
crossover reference?
Kratos was left among Spartan mortals, far exceeding all among him. He became a fierce warrior, winning many a battle, until finally cornered by ruthless barbarians.
Ares, destroy these guys who are kicking my ass, and my life is yours.
Yeah,
A
that
deal
meme.
was made, and Kratos was joined at the bow
Ah.
with the Blades of Chaos, a set of chain
Sick.
swords, and basically a badass whirlwind of flame and steel.
Oh yeah,
But
that's a good
Ares
sword.
had a scheme. While
Ooh.
doing work for his god, Kratos accidentally murdered his own family.
No.
Permanently marked by the ashes of his wife and daughter.
Oh, that's what
He
that
was,
means.
forevermore, the ghost
Oh, that
of
means-
Sparta.
So he was kinda understandably really pissed off. Time
Yeah.
for a new god of war.
Got
The
him.
gods were crapping their togas in fear as the new god of war took out his rage on all of them. And got some new gear out of it, too.
With Poseidon's trident and Icarus's
Weapons: Greek arms of Sparta, barbarian hammer, blade of Artemis, blades of Chaos, blade of Olympus, eyes of Atlantis, gauntlet of Zeus, golden fleece, head of Iriel, head of Medusa. They're including Medusa in here. Icarus wings, Poseidon's trident, scourge of Erinis, spear of destiny, sun shield, Typhon's blade, and more. Norse, Leviathan axe, Draupnir spear, relics, sword hilts, talismans, and more. Also, they're including Greeks and Norse. I gotta play that game. Shields, Dauntless Shield, Guardian Shield, Onslaught Shield, Shadow Shield, Starry Shield, Stormwell Shield. Rage, Spartan Rage, Wrath or Valor. Interesting.
Kratos dominated both sea and sky. He also has a tendency to carry powerful severed heads, like Medusa's.
And the claws of Hades could
they're
steal
counting
souls. Even the soul of Hades himself. Should have thought that one through, man.
Neither Perseus or Hercules were a match for Kratos.
Jeez.
Nor was Helios, the sun god capable of moving stars and spreading light across the entire underworld.
He fought Atlas, the titan of strength, who broke the load-bearing pillar of the universe. So Kratos forced him to hold up the cosmos on his own instead.
And
Is that
he could
the
do
lore?
it with just one hand, according to the novelization.
Even his grandpappy Kronos failed to stop him. You know, the guy who overthrew the primordial that punched the universe into
And it was kind of cooler in that
Causing
one
shockwaves
Percy
that moved
Jackson
over
thing.
a quadrillion times faster than light.
Really?
A frankly incomprehensible feat.
Then there's Daddy Zeus.
Who proved a serious challenge until Kratos drew perhaps his ultimate weapon, the Blade of Olympus.
It can make tornadoes, lightning, force fields. Oh, and it can stab the hell out of you. It siphons
Nice.
godly energy.
Kratos regained the Blade of Olympus in God of War Valhalla and was able to summon it afterwards. Memory described it as a memory of your past may manifest. Interesting.
Pull enough to even kill Zeus. Like father, like son.
Even while Kratos ultimately released hope across the Greek world, he could only do so
Wait, was it hope in a
after
literal sense, or-
annihilating everything.
Like a badass, he was unstoppable.
Wait, why was he giant
Non-stop
there?
killing and sex and even more killing.
Oh, wow.
And yet, he couldn't be any more depressed.
His wife and daughter were still gone. What
Dang.
was he to do?
He didn't know. He wandered aimlessly for years.
Oh, is this
somehow
between the games?
stumbling into Norse mythology where he met
Oh.
Faye, his second wife. Good start, buddy.
Kratos
Wow.
had a new lease on life, but he could not
Aw.
escape his past mistakes.
There's a reason he hid his swords in a dingy basement. Even so, Faye insisted he could do better. So he became a dad to a new boy.
Easily
Boy.
the toughest task he ever undertook, especially after Faye unfortunately died of a mysterious
Again?
illness.
Damn it,
Oh,
not
it
again.
was- oh.
But hey, it wasn't Kratos' fault this time.
True.
And Faye left the tools he'd need to keep the boy safe, including the Leviathan axe.
Far from the
Ooh.
whirling rage of the Blades of Chaos, the Leviathan axe was deliberate and mighty.
Yeah, that
said
one
to
looks sick.
rival Mjolnir itself.
Oh yeah, he
Thor
fought Thor.
wishes Mjolnir was as cool as this axe. It's imbued with ice magic and a poison even the
Ooh.
gods fear. It can be summoned to Kratos' hand from a distance, and it even shatters souls.
Kratos may have
Really?
once been a sword of vengeance, but with his new weapons and a new purpose, he stood as a shield against the
Oh, it's
godly
Baldur.
Aesir.
Too bad he just
Also the
can't
meme.
help but get in trouble with gods. But now he knew how to control his anger.
Which is even more important than it sounds. Kratos' Spartan rage summons an inner strength with magical properties.
He can even get so
For
pissed
you.
off that he straight up heals himself. That seems like the opposite
Oh.
of what should happen.
Not all anger is problematic, and Kratos wields plenty of new weapons and relics to channel his rage through.
Like
Cool.
the Draupnir ring, which can summon a bunch of wind spears. They can absorb all types of energy and blast it back. He even
Ooh.
has relics and magic that can warp space and slow down time.
Really?
Naturally, he contested with the strongest of the Norse gods, including the god of thunder Thor, who was powerful enough to fight the fire giant Surtur and the world serpent Jormungandr at the same time.
Wow.
Oh, and that fire giant would be the cause of actual Ragnarok. You can't
Well, he-
defeat me, Thor. I know, but he can.
Nice.
Well, not exactly. Freyr, the rain god, held off Ragnarok for a considerable time on his own, and the sheer power of Ragnarok shook Yggdrasil down to its very roots.
That's the world tree, which is like a literal tree that connects the whole universe.
According
Wow.
to Freya, the tree's very existence supports all of creation among its boughs.
Uh-huh.
Every strand transcending time, transcending space. Everything comes back to the tree.
So
Jeez.
it's kind of like Kratos lives in a really, really, really big treehouse.
In his quest to free the Norse world,
Kill
Kratos
Morse agreed about the climbed out of the underworld after dying. Climbed out of the underworld? How do you do that? How do you find the entrance? Forced satellites to hold up the universe forever. Killed Kronos to overthrew the creator of the Greek universe. Released hope into the Greek and Norse realm. Survived being thrown across the planet. Wow, jeez. Reconciled with his past to become a better god. Defeated Atlas, Hercules, Zeus, Thor, Odin. Fought Shovel Knight to stand still. Wow.
reclaimed
That
old
Shovel Knight
weapons
is
by
no
reckoning
joke.
with his past sins, even taking up the blade of Olympus once again.
Even
Nice.
better, he actually got to be a decent dad. And now the boy is a man and also a bear.
Kratos made a lifetime of mistakes, but this future would be different. He'd be more than he was in the past. Not just a god of war, but a leader, a father, and a defender. A god of hope.
Nice. That's really good.
This battle is sponsored by Robin Hood Gold.
Awesome,
With
Robin Hood.
Robin Hood Gold, you can now enjoy the VIP
There we go.
The rise. Long ago, a demigod fell from the
doing it
heavens,
again.
only to
But all official media really.
rise from the depths of Naraka after 12,000 years.
After 12,000 years, he's free to punch everything dumb enough to get in his way.
Heck yeah.
He was the demigod of wrath, Asura.
Asura.
Alongside 7 other demigod generals.
12,000 years. Oh, 20 physically. He's a lot older than Kratos. Race demigod. Okay, wait, so Kratos is half god or half demigod and human. This guy is full on demigod. That's already an interesting perspective. Father of Mithra and husband of Durga. Former member of the 8 Guardian Generals, likes family, Yasha, Hot Springs, QETs. QETs, what's that? Dislikes 7 deities, Chakravaritan. Hearing his daughter cry, oh, that's sad. Chosen inheritor of the universe, put in Marvel Capcom. Oh, true!
Asura served as defender of humanity against the impure Goma, dark spirit monsters infesting the world.
Jeez.
And the demigods battled the Goma by wielding a mystic energy formed from human prayer, mantra.
By advancing technology with mantra, the Guardian Generals became essentially hyper-powerful mystic cyborgs. They could each harness mantra through a different emotional affinity. For August, it was greed. Yasha, it was melancholy.
I'll give you one chance to guess what Asura's is.
By tapping into his wrath, Asura can take many forms for battle, like the 6-armed Vajra, a state powerful enough to subdue the embodiment of the planet's will and the source of the Goma, Vlitra.
But he wasn't angry enough to put Goma Vlitra down for good.
The 6-armed form is
At
sick.
least not yet. Of course, since he's literally powered by wrath, no enemy of Asura's would be stupid enough to do something that would make him even more mad, right? Right?
Funny you should say that.
Good meme.
Ah, damn it.
First off, Asura is not some one-dimensional anger machine. In myth, the Asuras were powerful and aggressive beings, sure, but not inherently evil. Just like Asura himself. He's a warrior, but also a husband with a daughter, Mithra.
And Mithra has the unique power to supercharge mantra energy.
Which gave Asura's prideful commander, Deus, an idea. If he could weaponize Mithra, literally wiring her up to a super weapon, the Guardian Generals could maybe finally end Goma Vlitra for good.
Well, obviously, Asura wasn't gonna go along with that. So Deus framed Asura for killing the Emperor, murdered his wife, kidnapped Mithra, and then just straight up killed him. What a dick.
But true to his nature, Asura was literally too angry to die. So long as a single part of his body remains and can possess mantra, he can climb back out of Naraka, a sort of limbo underworld between life and death.
He climbed out of...
Thanks to some coaxing from a strange golden spider, he did just that, with an all-new purpose in mind.
it looked very high.
Make the gods pay! Oh yeah, they're calling themselves gods now. Turns out they're all assholes who started sacrificing thousands of innocent people to try to power up.
Wow.
So Asura got really, really, really pissed off.
And through his rage, Asura's power exploded, rising enough to throw giants like ragdolls, shatter whole moons, and destroy a fellow deity, Wyzen,
who could dwarf the planet and wreck it with just a finger.
Wow. That was it.
Asura is so powerful, his soul cannot be manipulated by the Goma or the deities. He can propel himself with mantra to
soul
fly,
resistance.
harden his fist.
Enhance street space to space sound, rapid fire and homing charge projectiles, energy spirals, raise explosions, mantra arm, propelled flight, mantra of wrath, 1 of 8 mantra of vision, serious sort of strength anger gets, manifest fire for mantra, resurrection, energy charge, mantra. Okay, good list of weapons that seems to be from his mantra. So like that's an energy thing, soul sort of.
To break steel, fire explosive energy blast.
And headbutt you so hard you wish you could die even faster.
Wow.
The dude literally stockpiles anger into a burst of energy that can one-shot even the toughest of foes.
Sick.
And when he goes unlimited mode, he can rapid fire those super attacks without overheating.
Asura's vengeance
That guy had
wasn't
machine
all
guns?
shouting and explosions, though. I mean, it was a lot of that, but he also
Is there an
tried to
enemy?
protect people from the gods, including a girl who very much reminded him of his own daughter.
Yeah, Asura's the kind of guy who wants to be a great dad, but all he knows how to do is punch anything that upsets his kid. Like that one dad that knocks out a ref at a Little League game.
And then the gods killed that girl too.
Aw,
along with her
no.
whole village, sparking Asura to unleash his berserker aura.
You know how
Whoa.
the gods were sacrificing thousands of people to power up? Well, Asura got so freaking angry, he built up enough mantra to match them, even though
Really?
they've been building up energy for thousands of years.
That is
Seriously,
cool.
guys, you're pissing off the guy who literally gets more powerful the angrier he gets.
Yeah.
What did you think was gonna happen?
Yet even in berserker mode, Asura never lost total control.
Berserker Asura adds even more extra arms, and they're big and glowy now.
Yeah,
the
that's
man
sick.
can launch so much angry mantra, he wiped out the god's whole space fleet in seconds.
They have
Asura's
spaceships?
anger raised to levels
Okay, transformations. Vedra Asura, metallized arms, 6-arm Vedra Asura, 6 metallized arms, Berserker Asura, 4 mantra arms, mantra bolts and beams, Wrath Asura, mantra Asura, supercharged mantra Asura destructor, planet size, interstellar flight. Oh, this is gonna be
so
sick.
high even he couldn't contain it, scorching him into his wrath form.
Oh, that's
Even though
sick.
it hurts Asura while he's in it, this form
Looks like
is still
Ultron.
perfect for absolutely shit-stomping a snobby demigod's face in. It's okay, though. His brother-in-law punched the edge out of him.
Yasha
Nice.
saw the error of the deity's senseless sacrifices and teamed up with Asura for a coup against Deus.
Nice.
Awesome. They're bros again.
Hey.
Just in time for Asura to hit his former boss with so much mantra that he burst. Then dive into the planet's core to obtain power equal to 1,000 arms. His
Whoa.
mantra form. Finally, a power capable of killing Vlitra in a big planet-busting blast.
Deus was defeated and Gaia was saved. Yet, Asura's wrath hadn't been quelled.
Title drop.
It turns out that spider that guided him was actually Chakravartin, the
What?
creator of mantra and the entire universe.
Oh.
And everyone's suffering was part of his plan to make Asura his heir. Chakra kidnapped Mithra because of course he did, and
No.
tested Asura in the form of a massive golden Buddha statue. Check out the size of it. That thing can literally hold a galaxy in its palm. Naturally,
Yikes.
Asura and the statue threw hands.
Enter the mantra reactor.
The mantra reactor forces Asura's trinity with the full control, bypassing any other things, and as performance is going to be a power. Got it.
Capable of holding 7 trillion souls, Asura instead
Ooh.
used it as a vessel for a far greater power.
His
Ooh.
own unfiltered rage. At last, Asura could show the world his real colors.
Everyone from the humans to the 7 deities to Chakravartin saw Asura's anger as a weapon, a sword for tyranny. When that
Ooh.
was never who he was. His
Aw.
rage was really a shield to protect humanity, and most of all, his daughter.
A
Sick.
shield larger than a planet. Unbound by his past limits, Asura's ultimate destructor form effortlessly punched through asteroids larger than nebulas, dodged planet-sized lasers moving 2 quadrillion times faster than light,
Yikes.
and obliterated whole stars.
Chakravartin was, understandably,
Annihilated planet stars, rescued Mithra after 12,500 years. Shredded through an army of Goma while without arms. Wow. Bending a strong sword for seconds ever. If he was it, Goma, Vitra. Chakravartin. Fought Akuma only to a standstill. Okay. Alright, I'm good.
impressed and
Yeah.
offered Asura a chance to take his place. Asura smiled at the offer and extended his arm.
Right into Chakra's face, as if he was gonna let some god trample over more worlds. Instead, he literally beat the QTEs out of God, obliterating him and his plans in a cosmic explosion.
But with
Sick.
Chakravartin dead, so was the concept of mantra itself. Those who depended on it could not survive, including Asura.
Hey,
No.
as long as Mithra was fine, it was worth it. Besides, he'll reincarnate millions of years later, still kicking ass,
Oh, nice.
ready to smack a random thug, a meteor, or Ryu, right in the
What?
balls.
It's interesting.
What?
Despite the dangers of uncontrolled anger, Asura's wrath gave him the power to save everything. All because of just one thing.
Some bastard made his daughter cry, so they had to pay. Now that's a god I can get behind.
Heck yeah, dude. Wow, okay.
This battle is sponsored by Prize Picks.
Okay, I got nothing. I don't know. Okay, most of it seemed to be like, kind of, you know, I don't want to say it discounts what Kratos is, but like most of his stuff going on, I think, is mostly, how do I put it? It's mostly, like it's scaling him to other characters, right? But with Asura, he's doing it all on his own. That's my the Fortnite thing. That's funny. Yeah, but that's what I think. Okay, I'm saying it go either way, but in terms of like, this is my initial thoughts. I think Asura will win because of most of his stuff was stuff that he can do, while Kratos was stuff that he scales to. You know what I'm saying? Like he says he fight people that was able to do that, but he himself did all of his feats. So unless you know, Kratos, all his stuff just puts him over the edge. And judging by the length of the video, I feel like it goes like. All right, let's get into it though. No mute.
Right, the combatants are set, and we've run the data through all
Possibilities.
It's time for a dad
Battle. I'm Kratos now. Wait. I forgot what I put. I said it too. I put out the rod hotkeys. Never mind. We don't need that right now. Ooh. Kratos, the god of war. This looks sick so far. Oh wow, he just says doorstep. Hello. Oh, never mind, it's gone. Ooh. Wow. Aw.
It's true then. The god of war is on Gaia. But
Rather
not
dancer.
for long.
Ooh.
You do not want this fight.
Ooh. Ooh. Looks sick so far. Ooh. Ooh. Snap. Oh, that looks cool. Woo! Wow. Oh, burst. 6-arm butt wrestle. Oh, not the crater. Yo. Yo. Jeez.
You let your wrath consume you. I have been down that road before.
Ooh.
Shut up! Very well.
The blades. Ooh. Ooh, that's cool. Ooh. So many arms. Oh no, he's down on his arm. No. Uh-oh. There it is. Whoa. Jeez.
This is not my end!
Asura Destructor. Wow. Jeez. Are they doing the reverse? Did he smirk? Wow. This is insane so far. Jeez. Boy. He pushed him.
Death has not earned me yet, Titan!
Well, that's a sick line. Whoa.
But you deserve a worthy end!
You deserve it, whether you. Wow. What? He left his blade. Whoa. Wow.
You are a monster no longer. I never was.
Dang. Sick and heartfelt. No. No, she's crying. Wow.
Oh, well, I guess Asura's wrath really is gone. But are we sure this is how it'd go? Even though Asura can blow up stars?
Asura had some amazing displays of apocalyptic destruction, but the full scope of their speed, experience, versatility, and power sheds a surprising light.
At
Okay.
first glance, speed seems like a shoo-in for Asura. Kratos is quick, but he never dodged a universe-crossing laser.
That doesn't mean he couldn't. Remember, as usual,
Really?
we look at these characters at their peak, free from gameplay restrictions.
Yeah, we're looking at everything in canon, and Kratos fought and killed Helios, the sun god.
From the moment he's introduced, Helios is emphasized
Kratos directed enemies in combat is here. He was running for speed. Okay.
to be immensely powerful. Without Helios, darkness would shroud everything. His light was fast enough to illuminate the entire underworld while Kratos sailed through it, taking a few hours at most.
So, kinda hard to quantify, but
If
that's
Asura was straight to planet Kratos on, you could survive in outer space station, but series.
consistent
Okay.
with the shockwaves the primordials caused that spawned the universe.
Arguments could be made for which is faster, the primordial shockwaves or Chakravartin's intergalactic lasers. Since it's so close, it's safest to assume their speeds are generally even.
But what does speed matter if you don't know how to use it? Let's cover experience.
Okay.
Asura lived across centuries, obviously a lot longer than Kratos.
And while
Right.
Kratos eventually learned to control his rage, Asura pretty much always had that control.
So Asura easily takes experience.
Okay.
But when it comes to versatility, he couldn't match all the weapons and abilities Kratos had.
That
Sure,
is
Asura's
true.
quite skilled and a monster at martial arts, but his fighting style mostly relies on one thing.
A whole lot of punching.
Kratos' weapons,
Fair.
magic, runes,
Kratos' time slow powers would enable a safer approach, giving him an edge. However, the time addition affects regular ability. Okay,
and
that makes
even
sense.
his rage gave him far more options in combat, slowing down time, healing injuries, and most importantly, multiple weapons that could drain a variety of energies, like Mantra.
Yeah,
Really?
when Asura loses
In the God of Realization, he's always the family of his drink Kratos agreed on oxygen and splitting the ocean that he can absorb mantra. A similar form of spiritual energy. Okay.
all his mantra energy, that's it for him. So the Dropnir spears and the Blade of Olympus gave Kratos exactly what he needed. Versatility and both.
Despite Asura's soul being raised in ventilation, mantra's energy has been harnessed.
Ways to finish this for good before Asura just comes crawling back out of the underworld.
If he could, Asura's resurrections take years or whole centuries, days at best.
But all this assumes Kratos could match us.
In the manga, there's tournaments that he was able to survive without his core and as outpace Day uses absorption method, regenerate immediately. Kratos multiple strokes of because Jim is stronger than Asura, so he's calm, keeps his body for separated as a counter is great. Okay, got it.
Asura's crazy strength. All roads lead to power, which should go to Asura, right? Look at what he can do. If this came down to who made the bigger kaboom, he'd kick Kratos' ass in 2 seconds.
That
But
is
a
true.
closer examination of their feats reveals the truth.
At his peak, Asura overpowered Chakravartin, annihilating that cosmic golden god.
By
True.
measuring the dimensions of Chakravartin's body and scaling it up to match the
Scaling
size
the
of this
Milky Ways.
galaxy-eclipsing statue, we can determine its volume. Add in the density of gold, for good measure assuming the form is solid throughout, and its mass far exceeds not just our galaxy, but our entire observable universe.
Jeez.
Destroying that big golden god would need energy on par with obliterating our universe 91,000 times.
Wow.
Extremely impressive and unfathomable. However, the same idea applies to Ragnarok shaking the roots of Yggdrasil.
Ragnarok is obviously a bit of a different beast than Kratos, but what really matters is what Freyr did.
Right, Freyr, a god comparable to Kratos, held back Ragnarok's power for a significant time.
So Kratos should be capable of the same level of power, or even more.
Using
Should
an
he, though?
official map and knowing the world tree's branches encompass all of existence, we can measure its size and volume.
Really?
We know this map is accurate because it shows these two realms conjoined, which we see in game.
Even if we assume the Tree of the Realms is only
Throughout
1%
the game, the
solid,
tree is connected to the branches in north of January. Yggdrasil, or is that it? The January shown as an ash tree. However, God of War cookbook of the Night Realm described as the Yeru tree, which is less dense than ash. Okay, so we're going off a cookbook. Okay.
a significant low ball that Kratos should easily scale above. Shaking such an incomprehensibly large structure would require enough force to destroy our universe's mass energy 9 million times over.
That's
Wow.
almost 100 times greater than Chakravartin's destruction. And this
9
isn't
times
some
greater,
one-off
okay.
outlier. I mean, a realm-shattering supergiant doesn't sound too different from the other Titans and Olympians Kratos defeated.
That's
Fair.
the thing, isn't it? It's easy to think that we never see Kratos do anything that matches Asura, but we do. Helios' speed matches Chakravartin, and Kratos outsped him. Atlas is strong enough to lift all of reality, and Kratos overpowered him. Kronos defeated the creator of the universe in a one-on-one fight, same as Asura, and Kratos killed Kronos. Add in the clear numerical comparison of Chakravartin, Ragnarok, and Yggdrasil, and Kratos takes the edge in power.
But hey, Capcom, if you give us Asura's Wrath too, we'll try this again.
That'd be pretty awesome.
Do it.
Asura's the sun rises. The god of wrath was Kratos.
Not gonna lie,
The
that was
winner
respectful.
is
I'm not even mad.
But what if?
Huh? Huh? Alternate ending. Jeez. Jeez. It's like playing the game. Hurry, do it. My thumb's getting tired. Oh, he's just dead. Oh, he's human. What was the lighting? Aww. No, he's happy.
And that concludes my pitch for Asura's Wrath 2. The end. Now
Wow,
it's time
nice.
on Death Battle.
Who's next? The Chains? Who's that? Ghost Rider. Spawn. Nicolas Cage.
Subscribe and join as a member to see more Death Battle. Thanks for watching.
Wow, yeah, that was sick. Okay, that was really good. I did not expect what if alternate ending in the map, but I guess I don't know. That kind of makes sense in a like what if battle scenario, you know, like which is what this is pretty much. Like if you're gonna have two characters fight, eventually one of them will get the win, and that was what that was, I suspect. And honestly, you can't even be mad. Both ways, it makes sense. Roughly. And yeah, I guess also, you know, you don't see Kratos do things directly, but you see him do things that are comparable to things that Asura did, which is directly comparable to what there are in terms of speed, power, and strength. Which, you know, honestly, that makes sense. I'm not even... I was really going for Asura, but, like, honestly, from, you know, how they were going off with what was going on here, and how the explanation was, it was pretty good, really well handled. And I'm very interested. Do you want me to see me react to Spawn versus Ghost Rider? I'll probably watch that one. It's funny because I don't know. We asserted last time that, you know, Spawn won against Kratos. So like, okay, that was like a real long time ago actually though. And then Ghost Rider won against Lobo. So like putting those together, that's interesting. I want to see how that one goes. But yeah, I don't know. I think pre-thoughts. Maybe Spawn wins. I don't know. I'm going for Ghost Rider, but Spawn may put something crazy. So who knows? But yeah, this is my reaction to Kratos vs. God of War vs. Asura's Wrath. Thank you all for watching. Please let me know what you think of this video in the comments. When I say think of this video, think of the fight. You know, what do you have? Was the fight good? Did you like it? Do you think the alternating is possible? Let me know in the comments below. And let's get Asura's Wrath 2. Because I want to play that game. So, yeah, thank you all for watching. I want to play Asura's Wrath already. And God of War. I actually bought that recently, and I got it for my PlayStation 3. And I'll play it soon, maybe, hopefully. Who knows? But, yeah, this has been my reaction to God of War Asura's Wrath. Thank you for watching. My name is Anday, and I'll see you all in another video. Bye-bye!